one is meant for, not for sensory, not for motor, of your body motor moving. No, it is about your association. Okay. When you start to associate things, you'll become not task-based. And what, unfortunately, what we are doing with our people, for that I tell Odette, don't give me something about service, because this is task-based. What I do with your task? Because many people is doing your task. Same services. I have it around the world. But when I start to say achievement-based, I develop my mindset. But if you want to be human, number one, superhuman, God will say, this is my servant. Then you have to be inspired-based. You are working to inspire others through changing yourself. You don't change yourself, you can't inspire others. And you can't get inspiration from others. If you say, I know it all, everything I know, what are you going to teach me? Okay? Then, you're not going to inspire, and you're not going to inspiring for others. Okay? Dr. Ismail says that. Okay. So this is why we say, please, let's not disable ourselves through our socio-economic projects. Some of you is working in projects, some of you from NGOs. Don't disable yourself by sitting in a chair, in a wheelchair, because your mind is, our minds, most of our minds sometimes, even me, all of us, okay? It's become in a wheelchair, okay? We become more dependent on others. It means we are becoming in a wheelchair and we become more disabled. We want a mind that is resilient, and this resilience will not come if it does not go through different learning. And this learning will come only when we take pauses, okay, in life. So we learn, we take pause, we reflect, then we do another thing. And we don't depend on the learning from previous. And one of my problems with my brother, Dr. Ibrahim Rahman, is I'm trying to do for him unlearning. He knows, right? We sit every day at him. Why? Because he's too much top-down. Politics, policy, changing governance, governance, blah, 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 blah. Is this in our hand? Even if I am the brother of the president or prime minister, I can't do that. Okay. So we need something that will bring people so that they learn more, so that they have less constrained mindset. Then our mindset is constrained to the chair, remember? It is here, it is in this chair, the wheelchair. So in order to avoid this thing, we need to have this learning. We need to have these pauses. And this pauses means what we fail not to know. Not what we fail to know. Or we manage to know. But what we fail not to know. Yet we don't know. Let's try again something else. Because it's work in one community doesn't mean it will work in another community, even if it is the same project. And here the failures will make a difference. What type of failures we did, and what we learn from these failures so that we go to challenges. Because the mindset now, I'm coming to this level. Okay, always I used to tell governments, I am expert of failures. I'm telling you now, I'm expert of challenges. Okay. I came to this stage of after doing 300 projects around many countries and so on. Okay. Now this means, okay, why I said that? Because without that, you can't link things together. I'll just give you quick. I can't talk about these case studies because we are very late. But today we'll cancel also. These guys they will not talk about their presentation. I think more too much data. We need exercise now. Okay. But for example, let's talk about anxiety management. Anxiety management is very important for any country because if the anxiety is very high, the rate of suicide rate, which is measured in your indicators, international indicators, if the country have many suicide rates, the people will not come for business here. Okay. And there will not be lots of mental health. So management of anxiety is very important. This is one of the projects we taken from government of Bahrain here. Okay? Especially during the Arab Spring. Many people they became very anxious. Their wife in jail, their husband in jail, children in jail, some of them they migrated. Okay? This was lots of problems there at that time. So what we said, it is all about social. If you want to solve a problem, and you maybe heard those guys who attended my workshop before, this is our ninth workshop. Every workshop I repeat, never take economic problem to try to solve it, because this is not our problem. Even though they call it simulation economy, resilience economy, it is all about social problem. Okay. This is what is why unique. This is why we come from bottom up. Okay. Because we don't have money, we don't have power, we don't have, but we know we can study the social. We can see the quality of life, we can see the community what type of development. We can see the requirement of equality. If we talk about people with, for example, with a disability and so on. Okay? And then we talk about the impact on the economy. And the impact of the education and the ethical, the legal, the political. Okay? And here why I started to see for anxiety, for the total country, this is the solution I have. Always my solution is about association. Again, using the frontal loop, using the mindset. Okay? The first association of the vectors is what type of quality of life I want minimum to have for the Bahraini, for example. Okay? What type of quality of life? What is the minimum I accept? So that we make groups and they work in different health centers so that we start to manage that. Because this will reflect into the government policies and so on to solve different things. Okay? So what is then we need to do the negative influence of chronic anxiety. We did this by the way also, to be fair, in Bihać in northern Bosnia. Bosnia again started to stay always with negativity. The slogan will never forgive, will never forget. Okay, this is sometimes dangerous if you don't know how to use it. Will never forgive, will never forget. Sometimes it is dangerous. Okay? But anyway, that's what one of the projects we did, and that one we did many things, and also we started to put programs on TV and radio and so on. The second thing is that early detection of anxiety. Because the more you detect a problem early, okay, the more you can solve the problem. The more you detect a problem later, like cancer, it will be spread, right? So if people are detected later, then it is. So anxiety is very, detection of anxiety through groups, through different schools, through the health centers and so on. And then simplify the anxiety by doing self-assessment. So we started to tell people, 2 years program, and how we put in TV, radio and so on, how to manage your anxiety. A gauge, we take a gauge from WHO, we modify it for ourselves. This is like 5 questions, tick, 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 tick. Okay? And so that you say, okay, today for that I'm angry with my husband, for that I'm angry with my daughter, and so on. Okay? And this is very important mindset that is we put now in our country, alhamdulillah. We can see people always they remember this project and so on. So the more we see a problem with full of opportunities, it is like, paradox, it brings many opportunities, the more we can really solve a problem in a better way, because it will make us, use the right specialty, to make us know what is the blind spot we have about the problem, what is the attitude and behaviors about this problem that we are having, whether it's a government, whether a community, whether it's a people, whether it's an organization, or what type of complacency. Okay, that we are not doing, we are not solving the problem, we're delaying it. They call it in another way, procrastination, right? You procrastinate the problem, you delay it, you delay it, you delay it. Okay? Because this one, it means it will help you to manage your assumption, to determine the solutions. Okay? And then, if you determine the solutions, you can bring lots of opportunities. This is maybe itself is a workshop that we did in the beginning. I think it was our first workshop, but I put it from here. Because when you start to see opportunities in different way, you can differentiate you can select whatever you want to focus on. So that you can bring better opportunities and you can do the differentiation or the N-type solution. For that, our book called COVID N-type solution. These two big encyclopedia books. Okay? Because from that we can bring solution that people they cannot see. Once we start to see people things we cannot see, always as I said, we start to visualize, we start to deal with uncertainty, we start to observe, we start to have passion about solving problems. Okay? Because people who's working in NGOs especially, or even leaders, or even professors, if they don't have passion, they have passion for teaching, but they don't have passion for change, then they are not produce something. Okay? And the part of the change, they must be leading by example. And how many people you seen, Dr. Ismail or Dr. Manuel? How many professors you seen? They teach marketing, but they never did marketing themselves. They teach change, but they never did change themselves. They teach entrepreneurship, but they never did entrepreneurship themselves. Can they teach? Well, they can preach, but they can't teach. Teaching means influencing. Okay. So this is very important. We are having this problem. For that we are having people that they are not ready for the market. I met many of your people, products of your universities. They are not ready. Totally not ready. maybe they will not even finish high school, for sure. Okay. Not because of their English, some people say no, because of their English. No, no, no. It's about capacity to work, ready to work. Because they've never been tested to work. For that, it's very important that there shouldn't be exams more. There should be more projects. Each syllabus or module is supposed to have projects. So people get ready to the live school. Okay? And this is where we said it's about visualizing, then you start to observe. Now the changes will happen. Okay, your capacity to surprise people, to bring surprises to life, your capacity is much more. Okay? Now we brought something called Ghazala. Okay? Maybe interesting for you to participate with us. Okay? Ghazala is about what? Ghazala, how can everybody, even governments are titled this, right? I'm watching what's happening. But we said, no, we have to do something. Okay? So we're giving tools day to day, we're sending to our friends there, you know what to do, how to survive, how to eat, how to make food, how to manage each other, how to call people during now difficult time, how to use storytelling even to calm people and make them see that there is possibility in life. Okay, instead of thinking about suicide or whatever, or waiting for death till it comes. So this is where I say that chronicity is a cycle, and for that you can solve many problems like this. See, this is an example of two problems I'm giving you to conclude. Okay, again I'm associating things. How can I eliminate poverty? By studying more the demographic of the stakeholders of the community. And how can I minimize the financial input from the humanitarian people and improve their outcome with less money, not with more money. Okay? And this is, we give an example about Bosnia, many countries we did like this, Morocco and so on. By minimizing the number of beneficiaries, increasing the number of outcome, changing people and making people more productive. Okay? And same thing for when we say about, for example, water leakage. I'm sure in Rwanda we'll have many of this problem. Okay? Bahrain has limited resources of water. Very small island, smaller than Kigali, but also from country. Okay? But, and still we have the water that is taken from the wells, besides water goes from the government, from external plants, water company plants. But water was lost. There was leakage in the water. Leakage. We know how do you know the leakage? Sometimes from the road. You see a road that is dropping down, it means that there is a leakage under this road. This is an example, of course, there is tools and so on. So, how we innovate in improving the water delivery so that we minimize loss, because especially in Bahrain, like I think Rwanda, we have what we call horizontal buildings, not vertical buildings. Like see, Singapore, they are number one in the world, with zero water loss. Why? Because most of their buildings is buildings, it's skyscrapers. Okay? But in Bahrain, it is like you, everyone has his own house like this. So the more you have the pipe longer, the more the possibility of water loss is higher. How we solve this problem? Okay. So this is something that will be interesting for you, and maybe inshallah from the future workshops, we're going to talk case study by case study. Okay, so that we also get people involved. Okay, I think we need to take a break. Too much information. For that, I think better we do exercise. And I was hoping today I'm sick. I was hoping today that they do the job, but unfortunately I had to do the job because I felt in a way I need to give you this information, and to them also, to prepare the base for us for when we do the exercise. So let's take a break for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back, inshallah, and take exercise for half an hour. Okay, thank you.